12 is the most topsy-turvy league. Now, especially with, Texas and Oklahoma, do you think about your team's place in the history of you guys were kind of at the forefront of making it that topsy-turvy, even well before all this other stuff happened? Like Baylor coming from nowhere, of being the worst team in the Big 12 for over a decade, and then being the best team in the Big 12, or one of them every year for now it's been pretty consistent. They have a little bit of a dip and then they come back in. But you started the shakeup of the Big 12.
Yeah, man, I think it was certainly interesting, man. Especially when I started playing, in 13 and 14. And I love telling the story that Texas wasn't Texas anymore. When they walked in the building, people didn't really care that you were Texas. Whereas from before, 25, 30, 40 years, that was a big deal. You get an offer from Texas, you're going there. And I think that was the big thing that Coach Briles, and then, ultimately what the team did on the field did to that conference was made people think, man, do I want to go somewhere and have fun playing football as opposed to just going somewhere where there's tradition of football. And so to be a part of that was amazing. I don't even know if it'll ever be like that again. NIL certainly changed the game. It's not meant to get in that conversation. It's right, wrong, or better. I love that guys are getting paid. I hate how it's done. However, the idea of college football where it's any given Saturday, anybody can go play with whoever's on the other side of the field if you believe, and that's just what we had. So it was certainly a lot of fun for all of us to go out there, knowing what we had, knowing what we were building, knowing what we were going to, and coming from. That was the other thing. And so a lot of times the cool part of being kind of out in the business world now is when we get to talk about the memories. A lot of that is, man, when I was there, we were this and that, and, we weren't very good. And then when you guys came, it was incredible. There was just such an energy about Baylor football, especially in Waco, but especially in the recruiting. You saw it, man. We had guys coming from all over the place. It was national. It was the top guys in Texas. And if you have the top guys in Texas, you have the best team in Texas without a doubt.
Bryce, do you still get the itch